I'm unmuted now. They had messed my camera up, y'all. I was trying to, but welcome to the Chop Shop. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, sometimes Chris Walker, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. I know I got sound now. Tell me if I got sound now. Raise your hand if I got sound now. Let me know, because it looked like I got sound. Let me know if you got sound. Somebody, if you give me some sound. Give me some sound. Talk to me. Tell me if I got sound. So I can, okay. Thank you, Daryl Anderson. Thank you. Now I can go on. You see in the background, y'all, I had the pleasure of going out to the Live Golf Tournament yesterday, and it was unbelievable. PGA Tour, Live Tour. Y'all better get y'all stuff together and infuse these two gigantic and great products together and give us one great product. And then maybe you don't have to give it, because so it won't be a monopoly. Maybe you don't have to. That's what I tip. Maybe, you know what? I take that back. You don't have to fuse it together. So people just got to choose where they're going to go and play over there. And we got to, but I had a great time yesterday at the Live Golf Tournament. I did so many things yesterday. I had a full day yesterday. I got a chance to go to the No Excuses Pro-Am yesterday. It was unbelievable. Casey Williams, Jillian, his wife, unbelievable. Let me tell you something. Unbelievable. I could not believe that Pro-Am yesterday. That No Excuses Pro-Am is the and you know what? You know what I like? You know what? I was thinking about it. I was thinking about Mr. Gleason, Joe Gleason. He was out there. And a shout out to him. He has built a great relationship with the summer basketball community and the basketball community. He was there yesterday at the Pro-Am, and it was, matter of fact, Archie took a picture of me and him sitting next to each other. He was filming the game. He was filming the backstory of the women basketball players in the Pro-Am and the men's basketball players in the Pro-Am. They was filming a little they had a little. I mean, it was cool. It was cool. I came at the right time after I went to. This is what I did. I went to Live Golf Tournament first. And then I came out, because I'm always getting ideas. I'm watching the marketing campaign. This was the Maserati. I didn't even know Maserati made a car. That car looked like a McLaren. It's not a McLaren. It's a Maserati. I don't know the model, but it was such a beautiful piece of machinery. I had to take a picture of it. But Joe Gleason is, man, shout out to him. And let me tell y'all something, because there's some stuff about to get to go. If you watch any of our social media this weekend, y'all know I can't wait to talk about Joe Young celebrity bash weekend. Let me tell you, Joe Young gonna do it big on the 27th. I'm gonna tell y'all about it in a minute, but just keep an eye on the social media, keep an eye on the Chop Shop, because we're gonna talk about this. Let me tell you something. When one of our own do something, I done told y'all, we got to support it. When this guy grew up in this community, Yates basketball player, high school All-American, went off to play in college, went off to play at pros. I mean, now he's overseas. And man, he's bringing something back to Houston, and I'm gonna talk about it in a minute. But I want to talk about the No Excuse Pro-Am. It was so fresh on my mind, and I took a few notes and a couple of things that I thought about. Did he send me? Like I said, Joe Gleason was in the building. Tim Jones Jr. I really never seen him play. I didn't see him play much in high school, but somebody told me he was much improved. Yes, Tim Jones Jr. is a force to be reckoned with in the Pro-Am. I'm just telling you. I'm telling you. 3 of the new teams who just started this year, they won the Walton Sports Anthony Walton and his crew. We got T.J. Ford and his crew. You had the Bombers. It's a group of Texas A&M guys, Texas A&M alumni. We got new blood inside of the. You ain't got that same old. We had some grouchy old men in the pro-am in the last couple of years. They always complaining about everything. Well, this floor, it looks a little smaller than that. It might, I mean, they just complain about anything, y'all. We got some people, I mean, the old heads. So guess what? Casey, and Casey love them. And share the show, everybody. Y'all need to share the show because I'm finna give y'all something y'all didn't go. If you didn't go to the pro-am yesterday, you wouldn't have got this information. So, but Casey, he was so patient, kept plugging away, kept plugging him and his wife, man. I'm telling y'all, y'all don't know how close and how, I mean, the guy just said, man, I want this pro-am to be what it is. I want it to survive. He played in the pro-am. I played in the pro-am. I mean, and he just took it, his mantle, and said, I want to keep this thing. Yo, it's no fee to get in. He ain't trying to bust you on across the head with a fee. And this basketball is way better than little Junebug basketball y'all been going watching. I'm just telling you, I've been to both. So, but they got new blood into this thing. Walton Sports made a statement. They beat Flight 713 featuring Shannon Shorter. Shannon Shorter is an amazing basketball player. Amazing basketball player. I told someone to contact you about coming to discuss a couple of events they're hosting in August. Who else? We got T.J. Ford had his team led by Bryce Griggs. They put away KDC. That was a good game. I saw the video. Thank you, Archie. Archie, thank you. Because I left before this game. If I had known this game would have started, no, I wouldn't have came back. I ain't gonna lie. I had somewhere to be. But shout out to Archie for posting the video and tagging me in it. I got a chance to see Cornelius, Keontae Cornelius go at. I'm gonna tell you who cold. Little Deuce Ford. Little Deuce Ford got game, man. TJ Ford Jr. got game. And I hate y'all missed that. Boy, let me tell you something. This season is gonna be ridiculous. There were 4 new teams added, and and the 3 of them they made a significant. The 3 of them that played last night had made a significant. They all won. The new teams won. And they said for the women, it was a rematch of the championship game, and I couldn't stay for that. I couldn't stay for the Houston Flight versus the Unique All-Stars. Joe Gleason, like I said, of Channel 13 came to see the back-to-back champs featuring McDonald All-American. Oh, that's right, Chastity Patterson. I saw Joe Gleason talking to her with a comeback victory. Wait a minute. Over the Unique Stars, it was possible the best game of the night. The women's game, somebody telling me that was the best game of the night. I didn't see it, but I heard about it. I let me tell you something. All that complaining about you got to go to the basketball game and play all that money, I got something for you. Hold up. I got something for you. All you got to do is bring yourself, and you're going to see some of the best basketball in the city. Okay, I told you. So that's why I want to hear y'all complain. And you know what? Just talking to a parent the other night, and the things that y'all worried about. Wow. Share the show, because some people need to hear this. The things that y'all worried about. The things y'all still worried about rankings. And always remember, rankings are someone's opinions of you. So let's say Robert Hatter, I never rank nobody because I see what I do. I just go and just see the player. And then I say, well, this player good enough to play. But whatever somebody else doing, if that's what they do, they rank, they do what they want to do. But parents, why do y'all get your panties up in a bun in your britches? Why do y'all worry about people where they rank your kid? Just keep working. Keep working to get better and better and better. And I know, and the only reason, because I'm sick of giving y'all advice, because y'all don't hear it no way. What I done found out, all of these parents think they know it all. So Robert Hatter, if I feel like giving an advice, I will. But if I don't care no more. Because y'all don't listen. Y'all think y'all got it. Y'all be talking in y'all little echo chambers and be switching it on the phone and talking to everybody. And y'all think y'all know it all. Y'all are no match for these college coaches. Y'all are no match for these dudes who rank. Y'all are no match for these dudes because they can make you think that you need to be here at this particular tournament and your ass don't need to be over there for nothing in the world. You know, I got to be at the Rice tournament. I got to be at the Rice U of H basketball camp. I got to be here. I got to be here. If those schools are not recruiting your son, spend that time getting your ass better so they can be recruiting him. Because if he go there and ain't ready, I went to Rice camp, went by Rice camp, shout out to Rice. I didn't get a chance to meet the head coach. But y'all, when I went there, I had on my Memphis gear because I came from somewhere else. And one of the coaches told me, we got to get you some Rice gear. I didn't go to Rice. I didn't go to Rice. So Rice got to send me some, and I'll wear it. Y'all Rice coaches, you send me some, I'll wear it. But it was unique. I saw look Crosby. Crosby a tough little team. I like that team led by Rylan Anderson and a couple of more guys. I don't know the other kids on the team. You know, I'm always partial to the point guard. So, you know, who else I saw? I got a chance to see Langham Creek. I like the little lefty. What's the lefty y'all be talking about? The little lefty, the guard, the guy who shoots the ball, play for Langham Creek. What his name? Christian something? Kristen. Y'all know his name. And then my young fella Jamal Krayshan. I like him, but it's okay to have city rankings. No, stop. No, I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to do that. It's okay to have city rankings, but don't be caught up in them. It's okay to have, don't be mad and go be, they got my son right there. They got my son. Don't worry about where they got your son. That ain't going to determine where your son go to. What's the little boy named Kristen? Y'all, somebody help me. The little kid in Langham Creek. Y'all know I don't know these kids' names. Somebody got to be on it. If you're not sharing the show, then somebody who might know what I'm talking about on the show, because y'all don't know nothing. Give me somebody on the show that know who the little Kristen's, what's the little boy name? His main name might not be Kristen. I don't play for Langham Creek. Doug Jones. Let me ask Doug, because I got too many people. Hold on. Let me ask Doug. Doug Jones. He ain't on the show. These y'all don't know nothing. What is the kid from Langham Creek player? Gibson. Thank you. God dang it. Ain't nobody know Kristen Gibson. See, I don't know. I show you how far I watch high school basketball. I don't even, but he can score the basketball in uncanny ways. He left-handed. He hard to guard. He just need to learn some more aspects of the game. But I like him. I kind of like him. Thank you, Dwayne Bowden. Yeah, thank you, big coach. But I kind of like it. I like Jamal Krayshan. And that team, but that team is something about that team. They got to do something because they should never let unless Crosby that good, because Crosby beat them in the team camp. Man, you got to understand, but when you got the best players, I always think you should be winning. That's just me. Did Jabal play? Yeah, he played for Langham Creek. Yeah, he played. Yes, but it's a lot of things. But guess what, Herb? If I can shoot, let me tell you something. If your son can shoot the way Christian Gibson can shoot it, maybe you don't need to be. Maybe you need to be doing. You need to do what he doing. Hold Hold up. Somehow my thing is, I don't like the way I got my name on the wrong side. Can I move it? You won't let me move it with it. Something going on with this thing. I ain't gonna play with it. Ain't gonna play with it. Ain't gonna play with it. But yes, if I can shoot it that good, I can teach him how to pass. Cause I see a lot of y'all can pass, but you can't shoot a lick. I'd rather have a person that can shoot the basketball, me. Cause in the game of basketball, in case y'all didn't know, in case some of y'all so old and don't know, long as they put a score up on the scoreboard, the most important thing you can do is put the ball in there so your score can be more than the other guy. Now, you got to have somebody that can stop this guy so he can't keep putting punts up all the time. But the number one thing is to put it in the hole. And that young fella can put it in the hole. I don't care. I can teach him how to pass. I can teach him how to pass. But I just saw he got this uncanny ability. And I didn't even, when I first saw him, I didn't even think he could play. He just, they was talking. See, y'all problem is when y'all say so great, people so great, then I go see him, then I have a letdown. I have a letdown. So Tanya, the little kid, I put it like this. I'd rather have what he working with than a lot of these other kids around here. I put it like that. I ain't ranking him, but he just scores so easily. And of course he need to learn some other things about the game. But if I was coaching, I want him on my team because I show him how to do that other stuff. No, I'll demand it out of him. No, I'll groom him to be a better player instead of complaining about what he can't do. Herb Baker and the rest of you people who always complain about what a kid can't do, let's marvel at what he does do and let's teach him the things that he can't do. Don't that sound a lot better? Instead of, he can't do that, he can't do that, he can't do that. All I said was, other part of his games need to be refined. He's young. He gonna learn. He gonna get sick of losing. And somebody just says older brother can score. I don't know his older brother. All I know, I saw this little boy right here, and I saw him in the EYBL. That's the only. It's two 16 and under teams I watched in EYBL. The team he was on and live on. Them the two teams I watched. And cause my relationship with certain players and parents on teams, and then Coach Wood coached that team. So of course I'm gonna watch that team. But we got to stop complaining. These young men, we're trying to groom them into something, and we keep complaining about what they do. Let's say, look. And I know it's going to be hard because, I heard he got a daddy that coaches him. And, it's hard to, but me, Dad, if you out there, you watching this game, talk to a guy who got 30 years in this business. I don't know how many years you got in this business. That been around some of the best players in the world. Boy, you got you something special. And he just need to refine. Be real. I would just want his game to be more well-rounded. Don't stop shooting. No, sir. Keep putting that ball in the basket, young man. But add some more stuff to your game. Add some quickness to your game. Add some lateral quickness to your game. Add some, you look like you're long and athletic enough. Go chase down a block sometime. Surprise them sometime. Even Luka on one leg trying to play defense. You know what I'm saying? On one leg. He ain't, but guess what? He can put the ball in the hole. So when you can put the ball in the hole, it's always going to be a place for you. But y'all, I want to share this to y'all right now. Let me just play something for y'all. Come. Just in case you haven't been around, just in case you haven't watched seen any Chop Shop social media this weekend.
Biggest boss in the game, and it's official. Thursday, June 27th, it's going down at Encore. Joe Young, you already know. Luke Belair on the boss, baby. We're going to do it big. Pool party of the year. Biggest boss in the game, and it's official. Thursday, June 27th, it's going down at Encore. Joe Young, you already know. Luke Belair on the boss, baby. We're going to do it big. Pool party of the year.
Houston, mark your calendar. Thursday, June 27th, we're gonna shut the city down. It's the home, Mighty Joe Young, celebrity birthday band. And he's doing it big, real big, because live, it's the biggest boss, Rick Ross.
Damn, life so short.
But Rick Ross live, it's about to go down.
Every day I'm hustling.
That's right.
Draped up and dripped, I know what I'm talking.
It's Mighty Joe Young, celebrity birthday band.
I got to cut that off. I forgot they was playing that song. I'm glad Rick Ross it. But y'all, on the 27th of June, that's all I'm going to tell y'all. Now, you old heads, might not be for you. But, boy, for me, let me tell you something. I'm just so proud of Joe. Y'all got to understand, man. I've been loving this young kid for so long. Went to Yates High School, national champion at Yates. One of Greg Wise's greatest pupils. Went on to play college basketball all over, U of H, Providence, ended up at Oregon, went to the league. I mean, he was Paul George's sidekick wherever he went on the commercials and everything. He's our own. He's playing overseas right now, and he is bringing something to Houston. Man, it's just, let me tell you, let me see how many people they got coming. They got performances, live performances on June 20 at Encore. It used to be Clay, CLE, indoor-outdoor facility. Got the pool right there in the middle, 2201 Main Street. For more information, call 3. Let me get that number right. 832. Let me make that bigger, y'all, because y'all know the old man got to be able to see. I want to give y'all the right information, because let me tell you something. Y'all, this is going to be epic. Joe Young thinking enough of his city to say, look, y'all ain't got to go to Miami. I'm going to bring Miami to you. For more information, call 832-909-8561. I'm going to try to put it across the screen when Jimmy come on a little bit later. Or you can go to www.rickroseEncoreHouston.com. www.rickroseEncoreHouston.com. For entry, VIP, whatever you want to do, go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling y'all now, it's the first time. I'm telling y'all now, get your stuff early, so don't be mad. Chop Shop people, get your stuff. Tell your friends, tell another friend. It's going to be a live concert. I think Lil Kiki, they're going to have Kiati in the building, DJ Perrion, MC Breezy. Go DJ High C. If High C the DJ, that's all you need to know about. If High C the DJ, that's all you. It's gonna have a live event concert. I think Lil Kiki start at 1 p.m. It's gonna last to 10. So they going from 1 in the afternoon to 10 at night. Houston will never be the same. Thank you, Joe Young. Thank you, sir. Instead of us going out of town to see Rick Ross, you bringing Hollywood to Houston. You bringing Miami to Houston. Thank you so much, man. And I'm going to be talking about this every single day until the day of the event. I can't wait. I'm just glad we got our young guys coming back and doing stuff like this. I love it. Let's see who said, it's great to see young men coming back home and bringing, hey, thank you. You see that, Kirk Collins? He coming back home. What he doing? Coming back home. Let me put Kirk Collins. It's great to see a young man come back home to bring economics and entertainment here. Wow. But y'all, Joe always been like that. Man, Joe came. I don't know what event. We was at his camp. Joe been on this show several times, but we was at a camp or something. He came and gave all the kids headphones and earpieces. I still got one of them. And he just a giver. So ladies and gentlemen, Houston, Texas, let's talk about it. You know how y'all run your mouth and talk about summer basketball? Let's run your mouth and talk about this. Share the show, everybody. Cause I'm gonna play that again a little bit later because I want the people at the end to hear it too. But shout out to Joe Young, man. Thank you, man. I really, really appreciate you. Okay, so let's get past it. Let's go. We'll get back to that. So y'all, I'm conflicted. Y'all, I need y'all to help me. You know, I want y'all to know, y'all know, the series don't start until somebody lose at home. But can Luka, Kyrie, and the Mavericks climb out of a 2-0 hole against the Celtics and win the NBA championship? And the reason I'm asking y'all teams, I'm giving y'all some teams that to come back from such a deficit in the NBA Finals to win the title. Ain't been but 5 of them. Let me give them to you. The 1969 Celtics, the 1977 Blazers, the 2006 Heat, the 2016 Cavs, and the 2021 Bucks. Those are only ones that ever do it, man. And but we're gonna talk about a little bit more of that. We're gonna talk about a little bit more of that today. Y'all share the show. If I got something I want to share you, Tina, don't you go nowhere because I need to talk to you. I need to know. Tina, stay there. But I'm conflicted, and maybe y'all help me. Why can't we go somewhere and then just enjoy the moments? Okay, just enjoy the moment. Why we got to always take pics and selfies? And the reason why I'm saying this, and I love them to death, my friends, you know, I had some guests with me. We hung out, and at the golf tournament, but we got in the front door. They took 1,000 pictures at the front gate. I mean, I just left them. Because y'all, when I went in there, you know what I did? I rushed straight to the driving range. Because I know we had about 40 minutes. I wanted to watch the pros warm up. I'm coming to watch I want to see, we see them on TV, but you don't get a chance to see this. So I was sitting there. I mean, I watched it, but hold up. Then I thought about something. They were just capturing the moments. I was kind of hard on them. I wouldn't tell them that. I just left. But they were just capturing the moment. But I was I was at a restaurant one time. They had their two-year anniversary not too long ago. And the young people they right where you walk in the door, just a beautiful bar. They was just taking pictures at the bar and congregated. People couldn't get around them because they just want to take pictures. Like, that's why I say, y'all, I'm conflicted. Why? I wasn't mad at them because you got to capture the moment. But because everywhere you go, you got to let people know you've been there immediately. You go, y'all help me. Ain't nobody saying nothing. We must have a whole lot of people that act like that. Okay. I want to tell you, I just want your comments, y'all. I really just want your comments because I didn't know. But ladies and gentlemen, Dan Hurley shortly. Dan Hurley either. Matter of fact, let me. Dan Hurley either gets on a plane today and go to the NBA PA Top 100 camp in Orlando to watch recruits. I get on a plane to go to Los Angeles to be introduced as the next Lakers head coach. Which one do y'all think he gonna choose? I think I already know. Somebody called and told me. I wish they hadn't. I wanted to learn when y'all knew. I thought I had put it on here. Oh, here it is. Is this what he said, telling his players today or not?
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I'm not fucking leaving! The show goes on! I'm not leaving.
Which one he gonna do? Yeah, he gone. He gone like, listen, I just played that, but he gone like a turkey through the car. Tina says a catch-22. You want to capture the moments to look back on and reminisce. It's the social media aspect that runs it. Okay. Because you don't need everybody knowing I'm same as you. I mean, I just found it odd. Big Coach, why would you think he would go back to UConn? I just told you what he said the other day. I just told you what he said. Big Coach, you might not have been watching. Watch this, Big Coach.
I do aspire, one day if the right NBA situation were to come along, I do aspire to
Really,
really
that's a good. That's
testing
nice
myself.
to know. Really, that okay? You'd like to take a shot at the NBA,
I mean, if the right situation where
right?
an organization wants a tone setter to come in and instill a culture, young players and an organization that wants to pursue championships.
Would it have to be in the
I mean,
Northeast with your wife, or would she? Because I don't know if she'd go all over the country, would she?
She's the boss. I do aspire, one day if the right NBA situation were
Big Coach, that was just a couple of days ago. Ain't no way in the world that man ain't taking this bread. Kirk Collins said attention seekers to the extent, but that's the new generation showing. And I'm just, I ain't mad at him. That's why I asked y'all. I'm conflicted about it. I'm just conflicted about it. And I was just thinking about it. And you know what, though? A partner of mine, he sent me this. And I forgot all about it. I got to size it for y'all because I didn't have it ready for y'all. He sent me this. I wouldn't, because I know I don't remember taking this picture. But watch this, y'all. Watch this. I wouldn't have never known about this moment, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, do y'all see it? Y'all see that right there? Do y'all know anybody on that picture right there? It's crazy. I got the bag. I mean, do y'all know anybody on that picture? First of all, that's Robert Young on the right. There's Robert Hatter on the left. And look who that in the middle. I didn't realize how many people. And Robert sent it to me and said, man, you just don't know the things you've done. I forgot about that picture, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I forgot. He just sent it to me. But if they never take that picture, Gary Carter, I wouldn't have never known to capture that moment was captured. So I can't get mad at these kids for capturing these moments. He said, Dan Hurley just turned the job down. Dan Hurley don't talk. Dan Hurley. Yeah, that's Jason Kidd. Hold up. Let me see. Ain't nobody text me while I'm on the phone. Oh, he turned the job down. Let me go back to that. Hold on.
I'm not leaving.
Let me go back. Hold on.
I'm not leaving. I'm not fucking leaving. The show goes on. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving.
They couldn't close the deal. Thank you, Dwayne. They didn't close the deal. So he's on a plane going to meet with Gary Carter. Down there, he go. This gonna play into something that I saw earlier. Somebody called me and said, Rob, you got to talk about this today. The man's gone to the top 100 camp, man. That man turned down. That man said, I'm not about to be messing with LeBron crazy ass. Y'all know that's what he said. Y'all ain't finna give me this job. And I got to deal with LeBron's ass. Wow! Do y'all hear me? Do y'all hear me? Oh, I got to talk loud. Hold up. I can't talk loud, y'all, because Missy Vaughn, she told me, a partner of mine, wife, Missy Vaughn said, he be talking, he always hollering at people. So, Missy Vaughn, I'm going to talk like this for about 2 seconds. Then I'm going to get back to being who I am. This for Miss Yvonne right here. This for her right here. Dan Hurley is turning down the mighty Lakers, Miss Yvonne. He's going to turn around down a supposed $100 million to say he's staying at UConn. Then I go back and think about his dad, Miss Yvonne. His dad, Bob Hurley Sr., all these coaches, I go back and remember all these coaches used to always want him to come and coach in college basketball. Everybody, come coach. Because he was killing up there in St. Anthony's. He was killing, he coached Kyrie in high school. This guy, and he never took the job. He said, I like where I'm at. I like where I'm at. I like doing what I'm doing. I like this. Dan Hurley loves what he's doing. He turned down LeBron and that mess out there with Rob Pelinka. They didn't see y'all. They should have had a guy like me in there. Because I told you they named the show after me. It's called The Closer. Let me tell you, if I'd have got his ass, the wife, because I would have got the wife. I ain't messing with him. See, y'all got to know who the champion in the room. The man that told y'all is the wife. You have to get to the wife. They didn't get to her. They went out there talking about some other stuff and should have been telling the wife. I'd have found out what the wife loved and what she hates. She don't like the West Coast. She don't like all them phony ass people anyway. She don't like the South. She loved being up there. But boy, I would have got, you got to close the deal, Rob Pelinka. You got to close the deal. Hey, Bobby, how are you in the Chop Shop up there? Hey, Joe, we're doing great, baby. In the clip, he said he wanted to coach a young NBA team. That team is young minus LeBron. That team. I don't think it's about, somebody just texted me about to get some extra money in the deal. UConn can't pay him what the Lakers can pay him. They can't. So it ain't got nothing to do, it can't do with money. Of course they're going to go get, but this got to be bigger than money. I just told y'all about his dad. His dad could have moved on to be a head coach on somebody's staff 1,000,000 years. He never did it. This is unique, man. Yeah, Chris Charles, yeah, we laughing at y'all. Yes, yeah. You can't get... Chris Charles, y'all, I don't know what he is. I don't know if he like Lakers or LeBron. Whatever, it's one of them. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That man just turned down that bread. Wow. And y'all, I saw something. Y'all got to help me with. I got a question. Do y'all want to talk about Stephen A. Smith at all? I'm going to leave it up to y'all because I don't want to talk about it. Because I got so much other stuff I can talk about. Do y'all want to talk? Because he did some ignorant stuff today, did some ignorant stuff over the yesterday, you know, with that little podcast of his. He just did some. Do y'all want to talk about it? Y'all let me know. If y'all don't want to talk about it, he talked crazy to Andrea Carter this morning. He talked crazy about Will Smith the other night. I just want to know if y'all want to talk about it. Malcolm said yes. Daddy said next. I don't know what you mean by next. Malcolm, I need somebody else. I can't just let you. Malcolm, you can't dominate. I can't let you dominate. Let's leave Stephen A. Smith where he at. I like that one. That's okay. Who else? It's an important topic, though. And really, I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about the stuff he's saying. And that might be important, Dwayne. Well, why didn't you say that in the beginning, Herb? Why didn't you say that in the beginning? You was told by one of his sisters. Why? Tina want to talk about it. Dad said another subject. Dad, you know the women gonna win anyway. Because it's something that we can learn from it. Listen, y'all know I'm not gonna talk about Stephen A. Smith. I'm not. I'm talking about the things that he's doing. Okay? It's the things that he's doing. I'm not here to talk. I'm trying to keep y'all from doing this same old stupid ass stuff. And hope we don't. Big Coach said he'll love to hear my opinion. Why, Big Coach? Big Coach, you be using my stuff, Big Coach. Big Coach, I know you be using it. Oh, if Tanya said talk about it and Tina said talk about it, yes, Andrew Carter looked like I was finna cuss his. Y'all, I don't look at the shows in the morning. Somebody sent me a video and said, Rob, you got to talk about this. So, here I go. It's two instances. Stephen A. Smith said Will Smith needs to check in with the black community and the black media, not these white folks, before he gets his support, our support, back at the movies after he slapped Chris Rock. Woosah. Woosah. I don't think Stephen A. Smith seen the box office reports. Oh, let me play it. Let me play it. This just out of pocket, y'all. This is just out of pocket. Y'all watch this.
When we use the word forgivable or forgiveness, that's for Chris Rock to deal with. It's his call. He could have had the man arrested that night and insisted to the LAPD that not be the case. Could have pressed charges thereafter and insisted on not doing that to Will Smith, not making the incident any bigger than what it was. Yes, he came out with his own.
First of all, why is he talking about this? That's between them two men.
The next fix got about 20 million for it. After tax, he probably walked home with about 6.
Now he in his pocket. Y'all not can stand nobody that took.
But Chris Rock is damaged. In the day and age of mental illness or traumatic incidences that affects one's mind and psyche and what have you, yeah, you might see him at Knicks games. Yeah, you might see him still going about the business of performing on tour or doing his job or handling his business. Chris Rock will never get over that. Ever. Will Smith apologized. I'm not saying he even has to apologize. I'm saying that while I watch him and Martin Lawrence promoting this movie, and I'm quite sure the reason he hasn't addressed it is because the studios don't want him to, and there's an obligation that you have with them, all fair. I get it. But somewhere along the way, he has to sit down and talk to the black community. You can see all the white people around Will Smith all you want to.
Look who talking.
Black folks have loved and revered this man for decades. He was the closest thing to perfection, as his friend Charlie Mack once told me. For decades.
I can't hear no more. I just couldn't hear no more. I just couldn't hear no more. Y'all can go find it. It just give me a headache. Then he went to the mental illness so he can get sympathy. Oh, he was trying to be slick, but Robert Hatter. Robert Hatter just saw right through that one. Ladies and gentlemen. I saw right through that one. I haven't stopped liking Will Smith. It should be noted that Will and Martin was on Shannon and Ocho's nightcap, and they were on plenty of other black platforms. Not their first take, though. That's why he mad. But first take is not a black platform. It's a black facing platform. The black community is not one group of people, ladies and gentlemen. Kirk Collins likes something different from me. Tanya likes something different. Robert Young, one of my favorite guys, he listened to country music on the golf course. I can't stand it. Black people, we're not monolithic. We don't just do the same thing. Who else on the screen? Everybody. He said, what did he say now? Will Smith only checks in with those who cut him checks. No, yeah. He pocket watch. Yeah, he did a lot, Kurt. He did a lot. He worried about the man's pocket. He always worried about Alfio thinks different. Alfio love Texas. I can't stand the University of Texas. You follow me? Dwayne, I don't mind him. I don't mind him. He don't like Memphis, so I ain't mad at him. Malcolm Hall, he likes something different. Tina Jackson, she liked the San Francisco. I still love Tina. Tina don't like the same things I like. Who else? I'm just keep going down, y'all. See you on the screen. Chris Charles like the Lakers. We don't all like the same things. I can't either. I can't stand when black people talk about each other. I just can't. If anybody know me, I can't stand that. Hell of a statement by Kirk Collins. I need to put turn it off. But they won't turn it off. Kirk Collins, hold on, let me read this, Kirk. Kirk said, what did he say? Will Smith only checks in with those who cut them checks. Pocket watching leads to ear hustling. Ear hustling leads to pillow talking. Pillow talking leads to backstabbing. This man always hits the quadruple. Wow! On his own people all the time. Turn it off. Exactly, y'all. I don't even want... I hate to say this because he used to be my favorite, y'all. I tell you, he came to visit us when we had a company outing. He was a speaker. This was a long time ago. 15 years ago. 15 years ago. He ain't this dude here. This is a different dude. I tried to tell y'all. I knew him back then. He's a different dude now. Jimmy finna come on now, y'all. Let me bring him on in. But so he finna talk about hey, we gonna get back to this. We finna talk about some more high school basketball. But we finna get back to this. I'm not gonna let this rest. I can't let this rest. Okay, y'all remind me. Thaddeus Moody, put a footnote in this one. We ain't letting this off the hook because I got more to say. Kirk Collins, hold up. I got to take a picture of what you said because I have got to. I'm taking a picture because I'm gonna get back to that topic. Okay, I'm gonna get back to that topic. Whatever. What everybody's saying, you said it, KK. That's Kirk Collins. I love that one, Kirk. Kirk, I love that one. But Kirk, we're gonna get back to it. I got Jimmy about to come in now, but we're gonna get back to all of this, y'all. It's gonna be epic. It's gonna be epic. I'm gonna do some more research for y'all. But Jimmy is down at the let me see how's he gonna pop in. Let me see what they got. Let me see what they got popping down there. Let's see. Jimmy, let me see. There it is. There it is. Can you hear us? Come on, let's go. We go. What's going on?
Hey, you guys, as you guys know, this is where it all begins. And it's that time of the year. I had to go get some real estate that would prevent all of the back balls bouncing and everything to come into the thing, so you guys can be able to hear me. Of course, I'm from NBPA Top 100 camp, live on location in Orlando, Florida. We're going to get you guys to share the show right now. If you would, we would definitely appreciate it. The camp, if I put an update on rcssports.com this morning. There are 12 players representing Texas that are at this prestigious camp. Saddened to inform you or remind you, some of you, there are a few players from the great state of Texas that did not in the luxury of being invited. I'm sad about that, but it's almost like the weatherman. We knew that it was going to be some people that were definitely talented enough, but was going to possibly not get in because this was a record number of legacy invites. And some people have been asking me, what does a legacy? Come on now, you guys, it's relatively simple. This camp is hosted by the National Basketball Players Association. That is the union of all of the players. Well, a lot of the players, they take the money out of their checks each pay period, and it goes towards their union dues. Part of being in the union, you get the luxury when they establish this camp. If you have an offspring or a grandson that is in high school, then they become eligible to get a spot into this camp. That's like a play alongside some of the nation's greats. Guess what? Looking at what's going on with LeBron James. Bronny came here as a legacy invite a couple of years back. This is part of I don't see anything wrong with it whatsoever. However, it does take some spaces away from deserving kids.
Bronny came back? What?
No, he was a legacy a couple of years ago.
Oh, okay.
And there's always been legacies. So right now, out of this great state of Texas, there are 4 legacy invites. You have the son for Jermaine O'Neal. You have the son of Chuck Hayes, that's Dorian Hayes from Rich Point High School. You have who am I missing? Oh, you have the son of Akeem Olajuwon, Aziz. He's at Clements High School. And you have the grandson of Calvin Murphy, who's Calvin Murphy III. He's now transferred back to Yates High School after attending and starring there in the 9th and the 10th grade. He'll be going into the 12th grade this season. The other players that are here, John Clark is here. You know, remember attended Klein Kane and recently announced he's going to Link Academy. You have Kingston Flemings from San Antonio. You have King Grace from Dallas. You have Hudson Greer from Austin. You have uh, Jaden Toombs. He's from DFW. You have Nigel Walls from Houston, and of course Sebastian Williams Adams. Now there's uh, Jacoby Coleman, who who's from Dallas, and he was a late invite. He was the lone late invite from Texas, meaning the first player that was voted in from the state because they needed a wing. When the replacements are not done based on necessarily best player available, it's done based on the position. Meaning, if a wing doesn't show up, you try to get the best available at that position from around the country, and in association will fly those young men into Orlando and house them and whatnot throughout the duration of the camp. It concludes on Wednesday after late afternoon, and the NBA scouts. Today is the first day that they were able to attend. The college scouts will be able to come and watch on Tuesday and Wednesday. These young men will play over the course of the day, uh, Tuesday and Wednesday. They're going to play a total of 8 games. They're going to play a total of 8 games over the next 3 days, right? And I didn't see what it say on there. What it says, something I can't read it. It's so small.
He said it don't sound like the camp is all that prestigious if they only allow if they allow all those legacies.
Well, it just so happened that all of them happen to be the same age around the same time. It's not that prestigious, but this year, in regard to your measuring on that, now here's what the challenge is. Go find another camp with more talent than this camp. So that means if you apply a bell curve to this camp this year, then guess what? It's still the most prestigious camp and the most talented camp in the country. There's no other camp with more talent. When we left, remember, I was at Pangos just last week. And know what the narrative was? Man, it's a down camp this year. It's not a down year collective, it's a down camp because of so many top players that were invited to Pangos did not attend because they wanted to rest their legs for this camp. Then you had USA Basketball took away a lot of the top end players. That's what, and USA normally goes, I think it's the 18U and the 17U this year. So that means next year is going to be the 19U and the 16 and the 15U. So USA Basketball won't affect this camp as much at all next year. It affected this year regarding this, but those legacies come first and foremost. It just so happened is the camp has become really, really popular, and with the infusion of social media and all the other stuff, a lot of those guys they want them to be there. They didn't take advantage of that amenity in past years. So that's I'm reading some of the comments right now.
He said one guy. He said the legacy kids shouldn't count against the other invites.
Okay, so that's a good comment and a good thought.
Trey Phillips.
They shouldn't, but then it's still amount of bodies on a team. So that means what to do, Trey Phillips. So that means that has to be in consideration. That means you have to add more.
So it's a certain number that y'all can logistically even handle. That's what you're saying. It's a certain number.
The schedule was already.
Yeah, we ain't talking about we ain't talking about right now. We talking about right now. I ain't talking about in the future. I'm talking about it must be a specific number.
Yeah.
Okay.
110.
110. Okay.
Normally there's about on the average there's about 10 legacy kids. So you get 100 plus the 10.
10,
so
right.
They didn't. There's Trey Phillips, and that's why I said it's a good comment because I want to show you the factuals. They didn't in the past those legacies did not hinder the number of campers. It just so happened this is one of those leap years in the camp that you get 30 some odd legacy kids. 30 plus. Like, wow. So now it was too late for logistics wise. Remember now, Adam, we're coming off time with just only a few months ago, the NBPA had a massive layoff of personnel. So that means you laid off a lot of stuff. That means you're trying to go now and make sure you don't lay people off and go spend more money. Then you like, they should have kept them on staff if it costs you that much more. So they have to be mindful of how they're proceeding. It's just one of those years. Now, there is an interest or a possibility that they could increase the total number of campers in the future because it's a way to do it for the time constraints without adding more time. It would just cost more flights in and more food to buy and more uniform, little bitty thing. But I'm glad you brought that up though, Trey. It's not it's not that simple once you put everything in place. Remember, how they used to have all these different workshops. They cut some workshops out.
Yeah.
And those people were relying on that income. A lot of people on fixed incomes that been coming to the camp for years. That's been like a little stipend to their, and a great dose of energy towards their lives. A lot of people that supply those, that come and do those workshops. A lot of workshops not here. There's still a lot to do, but it's a great experience for a lot. Now, on the basketball side of things, I'm saying about Keon Anthony and Melo. I just saw him play a while ago, and we can start with Cayenne.
Cayenne.
That's it, Keon.
And no, it's all right.
And that is he's talented. He knows basketball, but you could tell as many camps. And that's the thing. There are a lot of kids who have no idea how many kids that were told what to do with the basketball once it touches your hands. What to do, and different people have different goals in mind. It looks like this game just passed. I don't know if you got the stats out there yet, but he took 39 field goal attempts in the game today morning.
Wait a minute, he had 40-some points, had 39 attempts.
No. He had 42 last night. On 28 attempts.
Okay,
so
I couldn't hear you. Okay.
And his team won. His team won last night. So you deal with it when they win it. That was last night. 42 points on 28 attempts. So that's not a bad day at the office. I bet. However, Chris Walker was watching that game and he cautioned me, say he didn't play a lot of defense at all. So I got to watch him today. And Chris, he's a lifetime college coach, so he's evaluating from recruiting standpoint. And so I told Chris, he ain't got to scope on defense as long as he's making them baskets and we keep winning. But today he scored 35. But he took 39 shots. He was 8 for 20 at the half.
Oh, you ain't gonna be able to stop him from shooting it now.
And his team lost. See, team lost.
What John Clark doing down there? He on his team.
Yes, I saw John Clark today as well. John started off slow, had a good third quarter play, second half. When he started opening up, but then he got caught around the 3-point land, tried to tempt a couple of threes. John, I guess John Clark probably feels funny. It's rare moments where he's not the tallest player on his team. I know he played alongside Robert Miller last summer, but in the role where you're not even the second or third tallest player on the court at one time. John actually played. He played good if you're measuring it for John Clark today. 9 points, 8 rebounds, 2 blocks. But the shooting of John Clark, he has to become more efficient at his shots, meaning that today he was 4 for 10 from the field. Last night he was 2 for 8 from the field. So that's 6 for 18 from the field. That's what, 33%. For a big guy, you have to get that thing around 45% higher. Really big guys, you want to be around 50% from the field. So he has to be more efficient. And that's going to be the key. He's playing alongside a young fella, 2026 kid out of that's a 7 foot, about 7'2", and he has a chance to really be special. He has a chance to be special. Um, uh, but so John Clark,
Where is he
that's the
from?
numbers on.
Where's he from?
Big fella is what's that big fella from? 103. They got him from Maryland. He goes to Mount Zion in Maryland. His name is Ivy, Favour for Vua.
Oh, okay.
Ivy for
I
Vua.
figured he
They got
was.
him listed. They got him listed at 7'2". He had a chance. At the same time, he's not getting a whole lot of touches when you have a guard that's shooting the ball damn near on the average. Remember, 39 plus 28, that's 67, right? He's averaging 33 and a half shots a game. So you're
Oh,
not
wait
the
a minute.
big
He
guy.
on the team too?
Yes, he's on that team. So the
Oh,
big
man. They show, so they give him John Clark and the big boy.
well, every team has some height on. Yeah, it's a lot of height here.
No, but
That's what I'm saying.
but
It's
we
like,
ain't there. I'm just asking questions. We're
yeah,
not there.
it's a lot of length here. So when we say it's a down, meaning that this camp normally attracts the top players in the country. USA basketball just arrived back in the United States from winning the gold medal in Argentina. Shout out to Sheldon Henderson for being on that team. And I've heard a couple of NBA scouts today that was down in Argentina, and they speaking really high of Sheldon. He's carved a niche out of what they call him, the junkyard dog. They say all of the balls that and the dirty stuff that other players don't want to do, Shelton Henderson is the guy that's going to get it done.
And
guess
Jimmy,
what?
I didn't need the scouts to tell me that though.
That's what I'm telling you. I was talking to 3 of them in the
I know, but Coach, I came on this show and said it. So but I'm glad you told me the scouts agree with me. Tell them scouts I said thank you.
yeah, man. That's so. So none of those guys are going to be here. They've earned the gold medal. They're going to rest. They've been playing basketball. You got to realize, guys, before they went to Argentina, they had to try out, make the cut, make another cut, go through 2 days. They're tired, man. Let them guys earn it. Don't even try to. And that's because somebody asked John, I didn't know if Sheldon was going to come here or not. I said I wouldn't be surprised in my mind. Sheldon probably show up Monday night, and try to get in. But Lucas confirmed. John Lucas confirmed this morning. No, Sheldon is not coming. Not even going to make him try.
He don't need to come.
That's not. This is let him enjoy that gold medal. And that's not many people get to earn one of those with USA on their chest. That's job well done. Now on that, man. Also, you get down and you start hearing rumblings about transfer stuff and this and that. Young man Sheldon goes to Bel Air High School. He's expected to be at Bel Air High School this fall. That's somebody had rumblings, and I know they're definitely rumbling and they're biting after Sebastian Williams Adams. Every corner he turns, I'm heard they're Scott prep schools up trying to bang their door down and influence him to come. Why? Because St. John's High School in Houston has a new coach, and so whenever you get a new coach come in, you'll have it's an opportunity for those guys to come and try to sink their claws into some of the young players. I got So I can't speak on Sebastian. His mother is an avid watcher of the Chop Shop.
My
She
girl.
could be watching right now, or she could be in one of those. She could be in one of those workshops down there. I've seen her this weekend. I haven't been over with a lot of the parents or in the orientation we whisked through there. I didn't get a chance the other night, but I hope that he stays as well. You know, you think about it. Here's a point in the NBA right now, and I was thinking about this from out of Houston. The top, who are the top two players right in the NBA right now that's from Houston? Meaning that based on productivity, the top two would be who?
From Houston, Fox is
Yeah.
one.
And who would? And yeah, Fox is one. Who would?
Fox. I'm gonna keep going. Fox. That's the only person I can name right now. Kelly Oubre. No, he ain't from Houston. We claim him though.
We claim he productive wise, a good season this year, Kelly. Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler would be.
Oh, you talking about way back? Okay. I'm talking. Okay.
Come on,
Okay.
it's in the NBA. That's in the NBA right now.
Okay. Oh, okay. Jimmy Butler
in the NBA right now.
and Fox.
So now I hate to go. I'm trying to think if there's nothing. Let's try. Who's another one? I know what they have in common. Know what they have in common right now. So you see what I'm going with this. Those guys stayed at their own high school. They could have left. They didn't leave. Those are the top two producers in the NBA right now. That's from H-Town. And that's what they have in common. They didn't leave. You don't have to. Some people got to. Some people need to. It's not. It's no shortcut to that league, man.
I mean, you can leave, and you can. So it's not guaranteed. I think what you're trying to say, it's not guaranteed when you leave Houston, and that's gonna happen. Something gonna happen for you. Different.
Not at all.
You can get what you want at home. You're looking all over the world. Like what's the girl named Dorothy said? Ain't no place like home. If you that good, Jimmy, you can get it. I've learned that.
You know, parents instead of so many parents get fooled by a lot of this stuff. But it's. I had one guy was telling me a while ago about some kid that reclassified like 2 or 3 times, and it's like, for what? And he's like, what grade is he in? They say they're going in the 9th grade. I'm like, are you serious? So, but I forgot to give you guys. Can you share this show real quick if you haven't done so again? Share the show.
Jimmy, I want to share some. Coach, I just found this out. Joe Young is finna give a birthday bash on the 27th, Jimmy. Just gonna turn Houston 27th of this month. I hope you in town. Yeah, Joe Young having this.
I'm in town.
Hold up, Jimmy. Hold up. Let me show you his guest here. Hold on. Here you go. 27. Just keep looking. Hold on. Just watch this, Jimmy. Watch this.
Biggest boss in the game, and it's official.
Watch
Thursday, June 27th. It's going down at Encore. Joe Young, you already know. Luke Belair on the boss, baby. We're going to do a big pool party of the year. Biggest boss in the game, and it's official. Thursday, June 27th. It's going down at Encore. Joe Young, you already know. Luke Belair on the boss, baby. We're going to do a big pool party of the year. Biggest boss in the game, and it's official. Thursday, June 27th.
Jim.
You know what? I'm just flying. I fly back in town today. I was looking at my thing. I fly back in town from a Nike camp in St. Louis. I land that day.
You come straight there. It's from 1 to 10.
I'm coming with my swim trunks. I'm coming on the plane with my swim trunks, flip flops, and socks.
Jimmy, you been to that place, Jimmy. You been to. It used to be Clay. CLE. You remember right down where the pool?
Yeah.
It's called Encore now.
Then the Final Four. I went there a couple
Yes, during the Final Four. Yeah, they had a party right there. You're right. Absolutely right. Yeah. So Man, don't you be coming up there with them old little bird leg with your little outfit. But Jimmy, what I just saw, I saw on the flyer, and I didn't tell people earlier. Jimmy, I just saw this. You better go to their website. Free entry, Jimmy. You put your name on the list. You got free entry before 3 p.m. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm giving y'all this. The first time it's been talked about publicly. At the end, I'm finna give you this website, www. I'm doing this just for, hey, Chop Shop, y'all getting this information. That a number right there. And then here come the website, www.rickross.encorehouston.com. Watch this now. Free entry with RSVP. Y'all better get in there and get it in there and get it done now. So I told you, you ain't gonna. Hey, it ain't on me. But Jimmy, Jimmy. You know that's our dude, Jimmy. Joe Young, and you gonna have.
You know, absolutely. And it's funny because I was just thinking about Joe just yesterday when I saw little Calvin Murphy III. He had that backpack that the young man made from
for all of the Yates players.
Yeah, come on in there. I got a former NBA star who walked up. Hey, Kentucky in the house.
Yes, who you got? Who you got, Jim?
Former NBA star, Kentucky star, from Dirk Minifield fraternity brothers over at the big blue. Yes. And he's here. He's always working with the personnel at the NBA Top 100 MVP Top 100 camp. But yeah, Joe Young, you definitely can count us in. As soon as I land back in town, we're gonna make us make an appearance over there. We gotta get the hours, make sure we ain't that see what if we gotta be there before 3. How that means
no, Jimmy. Like that's for Jimmy. That's for them. That ain't you. Come on, Jimmy Hicks. That's yeah. Come on, man. Hey, they not like us. No. What's that song?
got Rose, got some blue hypnotic in that doggone.
Yeah. No, but Jimmy, I you know what though, Jimmy? Joe's always giving back. Joe called himself, well, look, if y'all can't go all these places, I'm gonna bring Miami, I'm gonna bring Hollywood to you. Look, Kiki gonna perform. Jimmy, really? Yes. So all your guys, DJ High C gonna be the DJ, so you know they're gonna be dancing if he the DJ.
Hold on, High C?
Yeah.
Our DJ from the radio station?
No. Well, yeah, I think he was on the High C. Yeah, High C was on the radio station before.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna be popping.
Oh, what? This is the best ticket in town.
Hey, now I forgot to give you guys. Somebody asked me about how the kids are doing. We mentioned about John Clark today. Also, want to mention that Kingston Flemings had 23 points today on his team, 9 for 12 from the field. He had 5 assists. That's Kingston Flemings out of San Antonio. He had a very good day, good productive game this morning. Also productive this morning, Sebastian Williams Adams.
It's my boy.
He played against Nigel Wall's team this morning, and Sebastian had 21 points on 9 for 11 from the field. He had 5 rebounds for his Rockets team that picked up the win. So shout out to Sebastian. Also, other guys that scored double digits today. Jaden Tomes, and man, he's been awesome this weekend. This week so far. 13 points, 13 rebounds for him in a win. Jermaine O'Neal Jr., he had 2 points at halftime, broke through in the second half, finished with 18 points on 7 for 11 field goal attempts. He also had 6 rebounds. That's spectacular for him, for Jermaine. And second straight double-digit game, but he was efficient. His team did not get the win, though. Hudson Greer, he had 11 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists.
I like his game.
Like this game. I love him to rebound a little bit more. He got 8 rebounds, 1 key rebound, down the stretch. He went and what they call snagged it and out the air, and they picked up a win earlier opposite.
So they ain't played but one game, Jimmy? They ain't played but
They
one?
played one last night, one today.
Okay.
And
so Kingston, what did he? I want to know. I'm talking about Kingston right now. Did he do good both games?
Kingston did good last night. At 10 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. How about that?
Oh, okay. Okay.
And a win. And a win.
Okay.
They had a blowout last night, so he said, he didn't play,
But I thought you supposed to play the same amount no matter what.
And you can. You try to balance those minutes a little bit, a lot of those guys. But understand, Kingston, once again, 10 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, and a W.
That's basketball right there.
And today, in front of the NBA guys, 23 points, 5 assists, and a W. Kingston, who do he play? He plays the Heat. So Kingston's will go up against Jermaine O'Neal's team this afternoon. In about an hour, the next set of games will take place. And I
got a question for you. Do they play in the defense at this camp?
Yeah, they play defense.
Okay.
Play defense. It's not one of those matador type camps, but a lot of the defense hadn't turned into no. Trust me, guys. I'll let you know if it's some bull cone. I don't like bad basketball. The games are 12-minute, 4 12-minute quarters. So you see some of these scores are in the hundreds. 4 12.
Are they playing NBA minutes? They playing, yeah. Are they shooting from the NBA 3?
Yes. And I didn't realize it, but the EYBL is the only circuit that plays with the NBA 3-point line. They've been doing it about 3 years now. Okay. So a lot of these kids this is the first time in their life playing a regulation game, a game with a referee on it, on the NBA court.
Right.
Think about it. Right. It's the first time. So you think it don't mean that it's not a big deal.
Unless you'd have been to Fundy.
Well, unless you've been there and hit a bunch of threes.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about Fundy got the NBA 3 in the NBA regular. Yeah.
Well, not just being there, unless you played at Fundy in a regular.
No, I'm talking about played. But a lot of our kids have played there in Fundy before. Yeah. Some of them. But they probably ain't at this camp. You're right. That's a good point.
You understand something? One of the biggest differences that I noticed about the 3-point line, one of the biggest differences about the NBA 3-point line versus the high school to other college is that when they get the ball on any of the short corners, there's not much space. Like the young guys, they like to stand.
They've been stepping out of bounds.
They're stepping out of bounds.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Because that back foot goes.
I already knew it.
Try to keep space.
I already knew
see just how hard it is when those pros are getting that ball and catching it and shooting it from that corner.
The pros train for that corner. They train over there. Them kids ain't been trained to do that. They train to not step back. But sometimes they do it too. But that's good. That's good. That's good. I didn't know that. That's good. Well, you see my boy Alan Branch down there. Fine Alan Branch, man.
Yeah. Alan Branch, Chris Walker, they have accelerated
sports
metrics and sports metrics. They provide the stats for this camp for about, I think it's the 3rd year they've been at the camp, providing the statistics in their company. They were at Pangos last week. Remember, I saw them last month at Adidas on the circuit, the 3SSB circuit. So that company is growing, and they got big things planned. I spoke with Chris, met with him in Vegas last week, saw him yesterday and today as well, getting his work in. I like to see the brothers go out there and carve a new niche and be able to go out there in the leap of faith and take and create some things, make history. That's what it's all about. You're not going. Some people think that a certain space in this grassroots scene is going to be your place for a long time. That's not the case. It's not the case at all. And but they're getting it done. And hey, look. They They got stat sheets after every game. The box scores. Got everything rolling each game. Come and bring them around to me. And I print copies for my staff over to provide after each game. But like I said, man, if you just tune into the Chop Shop, we're gonna ask you to share the show, let everybody know about the Chop Shop, just giving you some insight on what some of the kids have done this morning and last night. Uh, I gave you guys double-digit scores from today's session. Last night's session, in case you didn't miss it, in case you were wondering, Kingston Flemings, I said it earlier, had 10 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists last night. King Grace had 12 points last night on Sunday night, but he was 5 for 17 from the field. You shoot 17 field goal attempts, you're supposed to have more than 12 points. Hudson Greer had 13 points last night and 6 rebounds, but he was only 3 for 12 from the field. Also last night, Jermaine O'Neal was 11 points last night on 4 for 11 from the field. He had 5 rebounds. He had 5 blocks last night, and for Jermaine O'Neal, and also Jaden Toombs had 12 points, 9 rebounds last night. I mentioned Nigel Walls. He didn't have 10 points, but he did have 10 rebounds. So he's worth noting. 9 points, 10 rebounds for Nigel Walls on Sunday night evening. Last but not least, speaking of rebounds, John Clark did pull down 10 rebounds on Sunday evening as well. But he had 4 points to go with that on 2 for 8 shooting. Didn't shoot it well, but he grabbed some possessions and provided possessions for his team. So as it stands, John Clark is averaging 9 rebounds a game through 2 games of action at the NBPA Top 100 camp. That's like I said, action's going to resume in about an hour. They're going to play 2 games today, but on tomorrow they'll play 3 games, and on Wednesday they'll play 3 games. So it's a long road ahead. These guys are going to be plenty tired, and the thing is, college coaches get to come and watch them play starting tomorrow. So Division I coaches will be permitted in the building starting tomorrow. And guess what? The coaches packets are, I think they're only $150, $250, something like that, between $150 and $250. And people's like, man, that is one of the lowest priced coaches packets of the circuit when you think about premier talent. So these guys are getting a lot of affordable packets from the coaches from the top 100 camp. That's cool. Marcus Carroll said no defense, no block shots, steals. I mean, I gave you Jermaine O'Neal had 5 blocks in the game last night, Marcus Carroll. Not many players that I mentioned from here accumulated enough steals to make it worthy enough to share it with you guys. But they do keep that. Yes, they keep block shots and steals in the box scores. And you guys can go I think on the NBPA Top 100 website, they have a link where you can go and watch. And watch the box scores in real time. I think you can go and watch and be able to catch up to what's going on from the various players on the various courts, and that's kind of cool. It's a great amenity to have on a camp of such.
It's a great amenity to have at a camp.
Yeah, I mean, go for a fan to be able to go to the website and get the stats in real time. So you can actually go and get the stuff in real time, and by going to the NBPA Top 100 website. I think, if I'm not mistaken,
I'm there right now.
You be able to get, so when the games are going on, as we're watching these stuff and the plays take place, you're getting those stats in real time. That's cool. That's so. Herb Baker says Kingston Fleming is a newly appointed number 1 player in the state according to TexasHoops.com. I mean, Kingston Fleming is good. That 2025 class
Pretty good.
is great from the state of Texas. Guys, there's at least 5 players from the Texas that definitely could be here, but the space just wasn't there. There's at least 5 more. I told you guys last year I was expecting at least 17 players from Texas to be here. Jeremiah Green could have been here. Just happens, man. Bug from Duncanville High School, BJ Davis Ray. Those guys that could have been here. Easily talented enough. But ain't out of spots. I mean, that's the big fellow in El Paso.
I heard about him.
I mean, could have been here.
Yeah, Marcus Carroll. Let me show you. I got some. They ain't got no defensive stats. You're right. They don't got no defensive stats. They got rebounding, assists, turnover margins, defensive rebounds. Oh, they got steals.
Yeah, they got that on
team
there.
steals. Yeah. I mean, hey, they're doing the best they can. Do accelerated management handles all of this too?
They keep that. Yes, they handling all that. They keep those stats, Howard. It's up to them to release and make public what they want, which of the categories they want you to see. I don't think the sample size is big enough to make public steals. Ain't enough guys that got enough steals to put the leaderboard up for steals. That's what I'm just thinking.
Hold up, Jimmy. I want to show you something. I forgot to show you this one. Can't play it too. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, here it is.
Houston, mark your calendar. Thursday, June 27th, we're gonna shut the city down. It's the home, 90 Joe Young, celebrity birthday band. And he's doing it big, real big, because live, it's the biggest boss, Rick Ross. Houston, mark your calendar. Thursday, June 27th, we're gonna shut the city down. It's the home, 90 Joe Young, celebrity birthday band. And he's doing it big, real big, because live, it's the biggest boss, Rick Ross.
Damn, life so short.
Fuck Rick Ross live. It's about to go down.
Every day I'm hustling.
That's right, Thursday, June 27th. Rick Ross, the biggest boss. This is a pool and day party you don't want to miss. It all happens at the all-new Encore Houston Beach Club, 2301 Main Street. Doors open at 1 p.m. and party till 10 p.m. And since it's June 27th, live in concert, Little Kiki.
I'm draped up and dripped out, know what I'm talking.
It's Mighty Joe Young, celebrity birthday band. And DC Vic will sell out. So get your early bird tickets right now at RickRossEncoreHouston.com. For sections, give us a call, 832-909-8561. It all happens June 27th at Encore Houston. Be there.
Biggest boss in the game, and it's official. Thursday, June 27th. It's going down at Encore. Joe Young, you already know. Luke Belair on the boss, baby. We're going to do a big pool party of the year. Biggest boss in the game, and it's official. Thursday, June 27th. It's going down at Encore. Joe Young, you already know. Luke Belair on the boss, baby. We're going to do a big pool party of the year. Biggest boss in the game, and it's official. Thursday, June 27th. It's going down.
Hey, I sure like to see him and Jimmy, Rick Rose and Jimmy in the building at the same time. Jimmy got his crown bottle and Rose got his champagne bottle. I just can't wait to see that. But I just wanted to share that with y'all, man. But man, Jimmy, come on, you got to push it back a little bit, y'all. Y'all got to get a little snuggle. Y'all got to snuggle up a little bit to get.
Is that better for you, Hatter?
No, you got to push it back a little bit more. Hold up, this is what I'm gonna do. Stay there, Jimmy. No, because y'all more important than me. No, I got you, Jimmy. Watch this. Watch what this is what I do for you. Watch this. Hold on.
Get out there.
I'm gonna get off and just let y'all be on. See there?
You pop back.
No, guys, hold up. No, watch this, Jimmy. Hey, Dirk, I got some new things I'm working with, Dirk. Watch this. Hold up, let me get this dude out the way. Watch this, Dirk. This just for Dirk right here. Hold up. I'll put me down there in the bottom right there by myself. Y'all got it?
There you go. Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Let's go to work.
Hey, of Hey, look at this Kentucky Day. We had Derek Anderson. Now we got Dirk Minfield in the house. He's a long lifetime member of the NBP of the union, and you can let us know, Dirk, basically how this camps and what was the initial purpose of the Top 100 camp.
Well, the camp started, over 30 years ago, and the initial purpose of the camp was to give the high schoolers a place where that they could come, they could get, training by NBA people, you know what I'm saying, and get introduced to the programs of the NBPA at an earlier time, and we wanted to be ran by the PA. We didn't want any outside voice, so that people coming in, because at the time that it started, you got to remember, kids could still come straight out of high school into the league.
About what year was it?
90, what, this is 30th year, 94, 93, 94. So they still could come, straight into the league. So that was what was the impetus of why we had to start it, because we had to reach the high schoolers before they got to our league. So we needed the vehicle. This was our vehicle.
And so some of those first ones, you went back to the first initial Top 100 camp 30 years ago.
Kobe Bryant.
Really?
Kevin Garnett.
They were here?
Yeah, they were here.
And
they were here. Chris Paul.
And what was the atmosphere like?
Different than it is today. Different than it was today. Those guys in that first initial camp, because you got to remember, that time we had a model where that we took sophomores and juniors to be and freshmen.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? We changed it as the years went on, from into a different model. So we had the underclassmen and the upperclassmen, so to speak.
Okay.
That first initial year at Princeton, when we first started, that was in Princeton, New Jersey.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And so you had some really, really high talent, and it was competitive. It was dog eat dog. I mean, it was better than any EYBL game of that summer. And you had the Adidas circuit was going strong.
Yeah.
Because at that time, Nike was just in the process of starting the EYBL. It was still, you had Vegas, you know what I'm saying? You had the Kingwood Classic. You had all those AAU tournaments. So when we started this, we brought all of them under one roof for the first time. Off the Nike circuit, off the Adidas circuit, under one roof. So all these guys were going at it. They were going at it. So it was competitive, Jimmy. Real competitive.
And so the legacy department, I think we had questions earlier. People explain the legacy component. What's a legacy player, and how, and is there a limit on them or not?
Well, I don't think that. Well, let me explain the component. The component is because I took advantage of it myself with my own son.
Your son set a record.
Yeah, he started in the 7th grade.
He's played in this camp more time than any other player in the history of this camp.
Exactly.
Darren Minifield, if you're watching right now, you
hold on. He took his son, but he forgot his nephew. He should have took his nephew with him.
Yeah, I should have. But the legacy camp and the part of the camp was made because the fact of it is that it was allowing, because you see players, right? They bring their kids, and the kids don't really be able to participate because, for their dads are part of it. Well, us dads get together and say, hey, well, why wouldn't we allow former players to send their kids in addition to the campers that we invite? And now the legacy kids, it wasn't focused on them if they wasn't really a top 100 kid, but it allowed them to be and play with those elite kids, you know what I'm saying, and participate, not, in a way where they would impede somebody who's really trying to make an impact and get to the next level, but it allows them to experience it. Now, as we went on, it became the other way. Now you had guys whose sons, the D-Ways, the Carmelo Anthonys, their sons were becoming elite players. So they had earned their way into the camp. In addition to the other guys like myself who had kids who really wasn't top 100 kids, but was by birthright was allowed to participate.
And the players have to be members for their kids to be a part of a legacy, considered to be a legacy. Right?
The only member they have to be is played in the league. They don't have to be a member of the PA.
Okay.
They don't have to be a member of the Retired Players Association.
Wow.
If their son has, if that player has played in the NBA, his son is a legacy.
What about if you just played in the preseason? Dirt?
Well, that's not considered an NBA player.
Okay.
Because you have to play one full season to be considered an NBA player, not to be a retired NBA player or what we say a vested NBA player. Vested NBA player is someone who played 3 years or more, and he's receiving a pension.
And I got to give some people some backdrop because I always talk about Lil Robert on the show. You are the only other person that he wouldn't mind working out. You know, Rob didn't like to go work out with nobody else. It was either you or I. You know, he used to something, because he used to tell me, he said, Dad, why? I'll never forget, I ain't gonna call his name out, Jimmy. I said, let's go to the ATM after we left the workout. He said, why are you going to ATM? I said, I got to get the money to pay this guy. He said, you be paying him? He said, Dad, no, we ain't going back to him no more. I'd rather you work me out or Dirk work me out. We ain't paying this guy. I ain't gonna call the guy's name out on the air like this. But he, at that young age, was aware. I already got two dudes that know what the hell they're doing, and I'm going over. And he said it was okay if I wasn't paying. But if he thought I was paying, he said no. But I thank you for everything, man, you ever done for my son and my family, man. I appreciate you wholeheartedly. A lot of people don't know you used to just do stuff like that.
But just part of the brotherhood, you know what I'm saying? Because I saw your son and my son competed against each other.
Against each other, Jimmy. Think about that now.
And I told you at that time, I said, he gonna be that dude. And anytime because I always felt like that I had an obligation to Houston.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And being he's a Houston kid, right. Even though my kid is competing against him, and my kid maybe not any better or any good than him, it didn't matter to me. What mattered to me was that I saw that this kid wanted to be better, and I knew that I had the skill set to help him get better, and so that's what I did.
But people are not doing that no more, Dirk. Dude, a lot of guys not doing that anymore.
Yeah, but it ain't about you or me. It's about the kid.
Right.
It's supposed to be.
You know, that's how it always been for me.
Jimmy says supposed to be.
I love Houston sports. And me and Jimmy, people used to think me and Jimmy was at odds. And me and Jimmy always been friends. Me and Jimmy were the first guys to leave Houston. He brought the first kids from Houston out to USA basketball in Colorado. Me and him sitting there together. This is over 30-some years ago.
But you know what, Dirk? Help me with this, Dirk. Me and Jimmy, we was out in Denver. Jimmy, we was out in Colorado, and we cheering for a team because it was from Houston. I had no allegiance to this team. We were cheering for the Defenders. It was Houston against everybody. But Jimmy, some people were telling me at the EYBL when the Houston teams play, the other teams don't cheer for the other Houston teams.
No, I mean, and that's crazy. Me and Jimmy used to talk about that because it was times where that, we was so competitive that we would forget we were from the same place.
Okay.
And until we got the Nationals one year, when I was with the Houston Defenders, and the Dallas teams was like all cheering for us, and a couple of the Houston teams wasn't. And I had to go say to him, I said, hey, look, man, we all from the same place. If y'all was out here, we'd be over here supporting you. But it's a thing that, as Houston, we got to be better with that, I think. I mean, Jimmy can speak on it more.
No, I mean, I think that a lot of times it's the grown folk who influence those kids to make them think that there's somebody that hate them, don't really hate them, or somebody that don't like them that don't really like them, because that may be the only way that that grown person know or thinks that will get the best out of that kid as a competitor.
Right.
So you got to go and tell them something that ain't really factual.
Right.
To try to spark them
Right.
and spark the interest in them and get them going. And they don't have to be that way, because everybody can be influenced in different ways. You don't have to tell them a lie to influence them.
Look, my son and his son was competitive, but they were good friends.
Jimmy, rival schools. Jimmy, it was the craziest. It was the craziest situation. But me and him, we talk about the game before after. It was just different, man. And these parents these days, like what's your guy, Boo Williams? Somebody said he wrote on the plane with him on the way back from the event, and they asked Boo, man, what has changed over all these years? Because Boo was in 82, Jimmy, back in 82 when this thing started. He said, the kids ain't changed. I still can relate to the kids. It's the parents that's changed. The parents are different than they used to be. And I was thinking about something last night, just after the game, before the pro game last night. They had Richard White, Derek White's daddy, on one of those talk shows, and he was talking and just talking. These parents, man, are becoming celebrities too. So these parents at the grassroots level trying to want to be there, you know what I'm saying? They see that carrot, Jimmy, and it's kind of, maybe it's that Dirk. I mean, you see it more than I. Wait a minute, you up there with some of them right now. What have you seen?
I mean, and that's why that's why this camp is so different, because we have a parent program where we talk to the parents about that exact thing, because we see it in our league. I mean, we just went through a guy getting a 52-game suspension in our league, a star player, where his dad really embarrassed this player with his own
son,
for trying to get his own celebrity. So we're experiencing exactly what you're talking about. So we talk to the parents here about that, and we make them aware that, look, if you are in that situation, we can help you. And we ask the kids, and let them know. We got people your parents can talk to, because we can help them manifest. If they want to be a celebrity, we can help them manifest it the right way and not impact the kid. Because when it impacts the kid, it hurts everybody.
Wow.
So after those sessions, workshops, do any of those parents or any percentage of those actually loop back around and call you guys back, contact y'all?
Yes. Because see, the other thing you got to understand, everything we do here is an introductory to an extension of a program we already have for our current players. So that current program goes into the moms and dads program. So now they will get more information once their kid is drafted into the league. Now, because you come to the Player Association, we make all of that available to you. So if you do loop it back around and reach out, then we feel that need for you.
That makes sense. Of course, you guys just tuned in. It's Dirk Minifield, legendary Dirk Minifield, former NBA player, of course, and Houston resident. He's part of on the administration at the NBPA Top 100. We're in Orlando, giving you guys nuggets on how this thing works, taking you behind the curtain, that is, for some of the parent programs and a lot of things that go. Now, This camp, it concludes on Wednesday afternoon.
Oh, okay.
And the NBA guys are here today. They will be here through Wednesday.
You mean NBA personnel scouting the games?
Yes, personnel.
Okay.
NBA brass. They are allowed starting today.
Okay. Okay.
The college coaches are allowed starting tomorrow.
Okay.
And so a lot of kids, this is one of the carrots, the newly infused carrots that they chase around the track, is the opportunity, the rare opportunity to be able to play in front of the NBA personnel. And so we'll see as the level, I don't know, you watched some of the first games this morning. What was the level like in the game that you saw? Was it energetic or no?
No, I thought the level of play over what we saw in the scrimmages was much better. You know, I saw the effort level go up, you know, because of the fact and the competitiveness that we didn't get to see yesterday. Now, with that comes some things that we got to work out. That's like in any camp, you know, you got some kids that, you know, might be shooting the ball or dominating the ball a little too much. That's part of it.
How many shots count as dominating the shooting too much?
When you take 20 shots in a half by yourself in one half with 0 assists, that's dominating.
How do you want to know names? Like you want some names?
I want no name. I want to know this. I already know y'all talking about. That's why I'm laughing. I already know y'all talking about.
I'm just saying, but that's part of the camp because those kids.
So why don't the coaches? Okay, but there's a coach on every bench.
Yes, coach.
So on y'all side of the fence, are those coaches not allowed to pull the kid to the side or to go make a sub him out, if only for a possession? It's not going to infract at minutes that much. You just put him over and get your attention. Yo, that wasn't a winning play that you made. And I'm thinking that should be part of the game. Otherwise, you basically devalue those coaches on the bench who are actually aspiring to become an actual NBA coach. That's why they're part of the coaching program.
Exactly.
And they don't have the power to take a guy at the game and shooting too many balls.
No, they do have that power. I mean, and you know, we corrected that a couple of years because remember I talked to you about we used to have minute restriction.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, okay.
And we took that out so that we give the coach more power to how he utilizes the roster.
Oh.
So he does have that because that's part of being a coach.
Yes.
What's frustrating when that happens is that none of our coaches, we only have one guy who ever been an all-star who's in the coaching program that is here.
That's this year or period?
This year. This year. You know who it is?
Let me guess.
He's just one of the smallest guys.
Isaiah.
Right.
Isaiah.
So everybody else is role players. So they know how it feels to sit there and watch somebody do that. Because to be a role player, which I was myself, to be a role player means that I need to make sure that the star player is going to pass me the ball for me to look good. If he don't pass me the ball, I ain't got a shot. So how are you as a coach going to allow that guy on your team to dominate the ball when you know that for the camp to flow and for all these guys to look good, the ball got to move? You already know personally.
You're supposed to.
Right. And so that was a little frustrating today, but we addressed that. And like you said, exactly what you just irradiated is what we did. To him about.
And that's the thing. All eyes are definitely going to be on that team. Well, and it's not the only one. The team not the only one. It's more than one team. So we're not.
Okay.
We're not
the only one. Just somebody has to have the most field goal attempts. Right. We know who's leading the camp in those right now. But there's somebody in second place that has an abnormal amount
the
of
second and third place guys real close.
Yes.
But Dirk, I got a question, Dirk. Now you got I'm glad both you and Jimmy here. Cause me personally, I know I didn't teach my son to play like that. So what make a dude think he can come to that camp and shoot that thing that many damn times. He got to be groomed. Somebody that told, so he got to be groomed to that. Dude, you just don't wake up. Like my little grandson, he ain't finna just wake up thinking, I'm finna shoot all the ball. Hell no. Something wrong. I know if you can't say nothing about it, okay. But Robert Hatter can say something about it.
Well, we're not taking, he ain't say nobody's name, so you really don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. What makes a kid
come? Conversation for years. And the thing about it, it's not any one person. It's a combination of the culture.
I'm talking about all of them. So you saying the culture is like that?
Well, I'm just saying, no, I'm talking about the culture of basketball that they come out of. When you come out of AAU and then you come into this situation, a lot of these guys, they in the AAU situation are allowed to do that to a certain extent. We know this. Okay. So when you come here, and that's why Jimmy said we have these coaches in place that are aspiring to be coaches who need to correct that, because you can't do that here, no matter where you did it anywhere else.
Okay,
because
I like
the
that.
stakes are too high for everybody involved.
I got you. I like that one. Come on, Jim.
Think about it. I was telling somebody earlier that it's 110 kids.
Okay.
What percentage of those kids do you think, or what range of percentile that you think that had either had someone who's influential to them tell them or try to attempt to that never been in this camp before, trying to think in their mind and say, when you get there and that ball get to your hand, here's what you need to do with it. When that ball touch your hand, I'm telling you, they ain't gonna pass you the ball. This isn't that type. It ain't supposed to be, and it's never had been.
Right.
That type of camp, Hal.
Right.
It ain't like, so a lot of those bitty ball camps and kids go to, and them ball beating camps, beat it, dribble it 5 times, clap. This ain't that type of camp. They Purvis, Short, Tim McCormick, John Lucas, they hit on something a couple of years back to me. Explain to me. Because I always try to lobby to get certain types of kids invited or get them into the camp. Right. And they would explain to me at different intervals. For the most part, yes, it's going to be a kid that gets in here that might have a little favor more than most. Okay. And may not be as talented. But for the most part, they're looking for future pros.
Okay.
They want a kid in this camp that's going to increase the odds of making it to the NBA, because one of the things that strikes the fancy of the infrastructure of this camp or the administration is to be able to roll your name around the ticker to say that you're alumni. Or when you get drafted, to say they had this many alumni of the camp that got drafted in the NBA draft. To say this many alumni of the camp played in the NCAA Final Four. They want to acknowledge that. And if you just get too many of nobodies or have-nots in here, it decreases the odds of that happening. They try to increase it as much as they can. And that's one of the things. So I understand. I get it from that component. But for the most part, as I just said earlier, most kids that come here, either they daddies, they pappies, or they mammies, or somebody, a summer coach, and told them to shoot the ball every time you touch it. So now they've been programmed on that before they got on the plane. They've been programmed before they got off the bus. They've been programmed to think it. And then guess what happens in between games? Now, the blessing and the curse is these statistics to be public, accessed publicly around the world. Anybody can get these box scores immediately right now. So
I'm looking at them. Dirt, you flipping pages. Hey, Dirt, I'm flipping pages too.
I honestly believe, I'm telling you something. Think about it. These kids have access to their cell phones in minutes after the game is over. So guess what they're doing? They're looking at these text messages, DMs from college coaches. It's everybody's talking to them. Hey man, you got to get more touches, man. I don't think they're using you right. You know how that stuff go. You want to strike the psyche. How would I say it? You want to masturbate the minds of these young people to make them believe that it ain't nothing that happened to them is their fault, when it's vice versa.
Oh, gotcha.
That's the thing.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
And the thing that and Jimmy makes a real good point in that you have to understand that this is the top of the food chain.
Yes. Yes.
We ain't talking about the bottom rung. So when you come to this camp, being that it's at the top of the food chain, there are certain people and certain elements that create a negative aspect in the player's mind. And that negative aspect is the me aspect. But this is not about a me aspect. This is about coming here and furthering your position as a top 100 player and your draft position, if you're worthy of it.
Okay.
And so with those stakes online, it is up to our coaches and mentors to make sure that these kids are online so that they can take advantage of that opportunity and not spoil it by having the me attitude. And that's a tough job.
So what I'm getting out of this right now, young man in the future, if you have, because this over with, if you have the opportunity and be blessed enough to be put in a position to go to this camp, this is the top of the food chain. Everything you do will be scrutinized, from even where you're doing in your hotel room. Wherever you're doing, somebody watching. Because I tell those guys who go to the summer league, dude, they don't go out here and be out here at these gambling tables in the casino. NBA security got somebody in every single casino. Even if you try to sneak downtown, they got somebody at the Golden Nugget watching you. So in this thing, you said, and Jimmy keeps saying, y'all keep, it's too much at stake for you to go and blow it just by going and just doing. This is not a me thing. This is a we thing on these teams. And man, I'm just, I learn more and more about the NBA, PA 100 camp every year. And I'm glad you were on here today, Dirk. But it's because some people don't know about this camp. Because you got to think about it. Most of us don't have kids this good to go to this camp. I mean, that's just the bottom line. But it's good to know that if my son is good enough, he'll be able to put himself in a position to go to this camp. And I got a question, Dirk. Have it ever came up by duplicating this for the WNBA PA? Have it ever came up?
We've been discussing it for quite a bit for the last 5 or 6 years.
Okay.
And I think the time is now to be able to initiate that, because you had to make sure that you had the administrative backing.
Yes.
From the NBA side.
Okay.
Because you gotta remember, everything that happens is driven by the NBA.
NBA, right.
You know what I'm saying? And so now it's worthy of it now, because you have the following and you have the TV dollars behind it. So I think you see it within the next 18 months to 2 years. It's just about planning and putting it into action.
Jimmy?
And I want to add something. If you're ready to land the plane soon, got a couple of questions I got there for Dirk Benefield. You can pose them right now. We got about 3 minutes left. Got to get up out of here and get ready for the next set of games that's going to start in about 15 minutes. But I mentioned earlier about a lot of length in this camp. So a lot of guys, now I want to paint this visual picture for you guys.
Okay.
Remember, so approximately 110 players here. 12 are representing the state of Texas.
Okay.
Out of 110, there's 46 players that are at least 6'8" or taller.
What?
That's almost half.
That's almost half. That's over 40%. 46 players that's at least 6'8" or taller are participating in this camp this year. 46. That's four that's over 7 foot tall. That's a lot of length. Remember earlier we were talking, you asked about John Clark. You on the court, you ain't the tallest, you ain't the second tallest, you like the third, fourth tallest every court you on in this camp. That's a lot of length. A lot of length. And a lot of promising prospects. Now the thing is, it makes it harder now for certain guys that may be evaluators or that may be scouts, because these aren't the names that's been touted as your very top shelf.
But why
so
not?
That means
I thought when they go there, they are top shelf.
Oh, no. I'm talking about coming in to here. Like names normally, how, as I mentioned last week at Pangos. Like, say, for example, last year we had this young fella that's going to do Cooper. We had Flag here. You had the Boozer twins here. We had AJ DeBonster here, right? So guess what? Whenever they played, those names had preceded them here. There were many scouts who had maybe not seen them, but they should have by the time they got here. But there were people that hadn't seen them, or college coaches, that is, that hadn't seen them for the first time for one reason or another. But the thing is, my point is, whenever they played, they had crowds around the court that were abnormal from regular games at this camp.
So it's not like that now?
There's no one player this year that has that. So that means it's a level. Because it's a gift and a curse. Because last year, if Cooper Flag is playing, especially the two games last year when Cooper Flag had to play against Boozer. They played in the championship game, and they played in one game in pool play a year ago. Well, in the pool play game, while they're playing, Heather, that means the bulk of the NBA guys were around which court?
That court. Where they were playing.
If you're playing at the same time somewhere else, you're going to get the slide in of that stick. So now it's a greater thing, because there isn't a guy that's here that's theoretically, mentally going to hog the airspace, going to hog all the narratives. Because
there's so much politics going on up there. I just listened to you.
I'm just telling you, I'm breaking it down. I'm giving you an angle from the room that people really don't think of until you bring it up. Cooper Flag was the narrative last year.
Absolutely.
When I had to make the schedule last year, I better not have made that schedule without Cooper Flag going up against the Boozer in pool play. Now they had to make it to the championship game.
Right.
But I better have. If I wouldn't have made that schedule, what people say? Why they not playing each other?
Right.
The people saying, "Guess it. Jim Hicks made that schedule, man. Go see him." There's know what, Jim Hicks? How about you see this one not next year? We don't even need you coming next year.
If you can't see that, you can't see.
You see, so I had to make the schedule.
So you saying no designer name is just taking over. Yeah. Like the Banster, what I loved about him, he was talking crazy to Jabari Smith. Said, "Man, I'll bust your behind right now."
Oh, they did play one-on-one at the between.
Yeah,
they did.
Yeah, and I'm sitting there saying, he better be good. He talking like this. But that and the Boozer twins, we know, but that's unique. I never thought about that.
Yes. So
hey, Dirt, you got to get back, Dirt. We got to go to the pro-am. The pro-am is hot.
I heard about it.
It's hot, man.
Well, we there then.
Say no more.
All right.
But Jimmy, what else you got before we get out of here?
That's it, man. We got to go. We got games. I got to get on my team. My team just won earlier today. I'm the GM of the Lakers. I'm the GM of the Lakers. And guess what? We got to go find a head coach for the real Lakers team. Man,
that boy turn down that bread, Dirt.
$70 million.
Turn that bread down.
Hey, man, it's a whole other story. Nice. I picked up one of these guys that live out that way yesterday, and they said that this dude, they say the wife going to be the MVP of this decision again. And that woman, when he went home, he said, "I'm not gonna make no decision Monday." They say that woman, she really ain't the LA type.
No. I
really
heard
just
you.
want this. Some people just like the smell of green grass. They don't want to sit around no concrete.
Yeah.
And it's more to it than that. They don't get this stuff twisted.
Yeah, it's more. It's more. It's more.
Way more to it than that.
But Mama,
But, you
he said the wife was the boss. But keep going.
No, I would just go chime in and say it's not easy to go from college and then coach the GOAT.
That's all you had to say. That's all you had to say.
Say.
Hold up. The self-appointed GOAT. Because I don't call him the GOAT. That other one is the GOAT.
GOAT. Well, the GOAT of this time that everybody says.
The GOAT of now. Okay. Oh, like Jimmy's favorite word right now. Who that?
We know who got UConn coach. You see that here? Oh,
man. What's up, Jack? What's up, boss? Yes, sir.
Another guard in the hoops to take Mike Collins' place.
Man, you better stop that, man. You better stop that. Hey, you started that mess.
Adam, this is you and me on here now. I know what the fuck was up. Okay?
Hey, hold up. I tell him to bring his bald head butt back over here. I'm not through with you. Hey, both of y'all don't know what y'all doing. Since you want to go there, both of y'all don't know what y'all doing. You and the next coach, the new coach. Yeah, y'all can't see it. Y'all can't see it yet. But I'm out of here, man. Let me get out of here and go to work, man. I'm done with you, John Luke. You low down, man.
Are you going to golf again at my event? I need to know.
Yes, I'm there.
It's on the 24th.
Whenever you doing something, I'm there, baby. I got you. I'll see y'all later.
24th. I'll see the information.
Hey, y'all see the show. We up out there. Go see the ball game.
Take care, bro. Peace.
We go. Hey, man.
Jim Hicks. Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. We live.